People in the business world are talking about what Bloomberg said recently. They think the value of XRP will go through the roof and could even go over $60,000, 0 cents. A Bloomberg expert made the bold claim that XRP is like Bitcoin for banks. Other Bloomberg Business News experts have backed up these rumors, so it's not just a guess, it comes from a trusted source. XRP's value is being talked about more and more as it could soar to an amazing $60, 0 cents. Just a short time ago, Ripple said in public that they want XRP to become the cryptocurrency of choice for banks, like Bitcoin is for the rest of the market. These aren't just rumors or casual comments, though. A Bloomberg advisor recognized them in public on live TV. Ripple's new partnership with the International Swaps and Derivatives Association is also a big deal. The deals they want to make on the XRP ledger will be worth an amazing $120, 0 cents quadrillion. To handle such huge amounts, the price of XRP might need to start at around $10, 0 cents. In today's video, we'll go make sure you get a spot. Bloomberg caused a lot of controversy when they said that XRP could hit an amazing $60, 0 cents in a very short amount of time. In this movie, we'll first talk about the revolutionary idea that Ripple is making big connections in the financial and institutional worlds. International Swaps and Derivatives Association, ISDA, and Ripple's big plan to handle more than $120, 0 cents quadrillion earlier in the video, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've mostly been looking at what's happening in Europe and North America, but Ripple has an effect on many more places than these 8. For example, Ripple is making big steps forward in Africa, where they want to change the way cross-center payments are made by working with Africa. This project will not only help Africa, but it will also make it easier to do business between Africa and a number of other important areas. Imagine being able to easily send money between African countries, the United Kingdom, Australia, and the Gulf. All of this can be done with Ripple's platform. This level of global financial unity has never been seen before, and we'll talk about all of these exciting changes in today's movie. Let's find out more about this fascinating subject. It's not a news story that Bloomberg, a major financial news source, has talked a lot about how Bitcoin and more specifically XRP could do better than Bitcoin. This is especially true when they talk about how much XRP costs at $60,000, 0 cents. Some people might think this is new information, but it's not. For an interesting example, we've seen guys guess this way before. A big financial news site, Forbes, once ran a story called "The New Bitcoin is XRP and it's heading there." Bardad confirmed this. Up to $59,472, 0 cents. It's interesting that this story was taken down minutes after it was posted. This is real information, not just idle chatter. That much has been proven by AI systems like Twitter, GPT, and others. The similarity between these stories is very interesting. Both the Bloomberg analysis and the No Longer Exist Forbes article show that XRP is moving in the same direction. This means that it could not only fight with Bitcoin, but also beat it. It is important to know this because Bitcoin's all-time high was around $60, 0 cents. When these well-known financial sources agree on something, it makes the discussion about XRP's future worth more interesting. It's important to find out why they think this. These big claims are based on why do financial magazines like Bloomberg and Forbes, though only briefly for Forbes, didn't see such a big rise for XRP coming. People are becoming more sure about the digital currency market and XRP's possible role in it. The important thing is to know where XRP fits in the world of digital currencies. For example, Bitcoin is often seen as a way to keep its value. On the other hand, XRP is making a name for itself as a way to make international transactions easier. Its relationships and technological advances are meant to speed up, lower the cost, and make international trade more efficient. This is especially important in the world we live in now, where trade and it is important for countries to be able to bank with each other, and XRP's technology, which is based on Ripple's blockchain technology, is built for speed and scale, which fixes some of Bitcoin's problems. Because of these benefits, XRP is a good choice for both individual investors and banks that want to make their processes run more smoothly. So when people say that XRP will hit or go over $60,000 0 cents, they are not just guessing. They are recognizing the value and potential impact that XRP could have on the world's financial system. This means seeing it as more than just another coin. It means seeing it as a tool that can change the way money is handled. As digital currencies continue to evolve, it's clear that XRP is an important one. Bloomberg and Forbes talk about how XRP has a bright future thanks to its technological progress and strategic agreements. We need to stress the pattern we're seeing in financial news, especially with a Forbes story about XRP that was quickly taken down after AI checked it. This isn't a one-time thing. There's a pattern where financial news sites with ties to industry leaders write groundbreaking pieces about cryptocurrencies like XRP, but then quickly take them down. It makes you wonder why these quick deletions happen and why there's silence afterward. This trend isn't just happening at Forbes. The advisor to Bloomberg's comment about XRP is a good example. It looks a lot like what we saw before. This information has been shared and checked, but it looks like there is an organized effort to downplay or even shut it down. The public cannot see reports and papers that talk about XRP. This is part of a trend of hiding and not telling people about things. Tough not to wonder what's going on behind the scenes. Why don't you want these XRP talks to stay in the public eye? BlackRock's filing for the iShare XRP Trust ETF is a great example of this. It didn't get the press it deserved, but it was a big step. This big bank's plans to accept XRP should be big news, but the way they keep editing things and not saying anything about them makes it less important. There is a lot of work being done to keep people from learning about these important changes in the world of cryptocurrencies, especially XRP. As more reports say that BlackRock is involved with XRP, these reports are suddenly thrown out as false, which is a very interesting turn of events. For example, the news website for the Delaware state government made it clear that an XRP ETF trust company was filed by a BlackRock advisor, which was proof for everyone to see, but soon after, these confirmations were taken back. For example, in the first tweet, Bloomberg analyst Eric Blinch confirmed it was a big deal when BlackRock said that his decision to set up the eShares XRP trust was legal, but he later changed his mind and said it was wrong. These changes aren't happening by chance. And it looks like BlackRock's interest in XRP is being played down to make it look like big banks like JP Morgan aren't really interested in it. The truth, on the other hand, seems to be very different. A piece from October 17, 2023 says that BlackRock and JP Morgan have been buying XRP in secret, putting 7.5% of their total wealth into this digital currency. This is a big surprise that goes against the story that is going around in the public eye. Hey guys, see you tomorrow. Don't forget that I'm not a professional financial advisor and that the information in these movies is just for fun. Think about that before you make any financial choices. I always tell my fans to study on their own and talk to experts. Thanks for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up and click follow